Hey, welcome back to another session with Tips with Steve. And today we're going to be looking at how to better negotiate good times and challenging times inside life. So the reason I wanted to tackle this because I learned a number of years ago something really, really amazing that I heard from someone else. It wasn't my own invention. Maybe I've tailored it a little bit. And yeah, incorporating into my life, I believe has helped me to become a better person over time. And so this, depending on how young you are, this may be of real benefit to you now, but especially inside the future. If you're older, hey, look, it can still be a benefit. So let's go and look at good times because people naturally gravitate to those and are generally good at celebrating them. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't celebrate things because we get too busy. And I think it's probably the biggest thing that holds people back from celebrating. They're busy going from the next thing to the next, and then they don't generally stop to celebrate milestones in life. They don't realize the importance of time and that some things only come once, and then it passes on. Like, growing of your child, only 2 months, 5 months, it's 10 months, right? And so you want to remember immediately your age, but you don't want to remember. Maybe that's not a good thing to remember, but certain memories when you become a fully fledged adult, 18, 21, 25, what about 50? Is that too much? I'm a that's a bit much. I still celebrate it. So there are different things you may achieve, like in life. Maybe it's just getting your dream job or finishing your education and getting at a certain level. Perhaps it's meeting the guy or the woman of your dreams and never thinking it could happen. So it's really important that each of these milestones, these are big ones I'm talking about, but there are also a lot of little small ones on the way to some of the bigger destinations. Just take some time out and celebrate them. Now, it doesn't have to be big and grandiose. Like COVID locked us down and, you couldn't go and have big parties everywhere. But there are still things that are our favorite that we can do. Like me, I like movies. So that's one of the things I did when I was by myself, and I don't mind that. But just watching a good movie has helped me to celebrate good times. Having your favorite food or your favorite drink, favorite pastime. Maybe it's reading a book or audio book, or going to a favorite scenic spot. Your place, the beach, on a mountaintop, maybe a mountaintop, maybe a hill, a graceful hill. And but whatever it is, spend time with friends. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. Come to the beach, soaking up in a spa, a sauna, come to the gym and working out. I don't know. There's so many things that you could bring up. Traveling. Oh my gosh. But whatever it is, it doesn't have to cost much as long as it's something that just celebrates in some way that, you've moved from one place to the next. You know what it is? When you do it with something that you love already, it helps you to feel good about that as well, even more so. So consider that. What about challenging times? Now, this is a much harder one. And the reason why I tell you this is because this has been especially helpful for me. Is that sometimes, we can go through hard or the hardest times of our life. And it's very easy to get stuck, to become numb, down, uncommunicated with others, and not moving. And that could be for a period of days, weeks, months. For me, there was a period, my hardest time of my life, it was a couple of years. And working it out, working my way through that, I realized, I don't want to go do that again. So how can I better navigate my way through it? And you know what I did? Is those favorite things I mentioned to you before, they are also amazing to couple with challenging times. Why is that? Well, in challenging times, sometimes we can control, we can say, that was my fault. That led to where I ended up. Sad place. But other times it's out of our control. So when it's out of our control, that's where I think we find it really, really hard to manage, and we struggle with it and get stuck. So what I've done is I acknowledge, I go, this is a really, really difficult time, and I'm stuck. It's not generally my fault on this occasion, and I just don't know how to get through it. But I'm going to acknowledge that it's so hard, and as part of helping me to get past it and do it, I'm going to do um, favorite things that I love. There's go to movies, my favorite thing, my favorite drink, go to a favorite place, and you know what? It helps me just that little bit to say, you know what? At least I recognize the first step that it is challenging, that I am stuck, and at least I'm doing something about it by doing a favorite thing of mine. So, why don't you consider in your celebrate times coupling it with something that you love so that you can have that imprinted in your memory? Because when you've got something you love, you're really emotional about that. It helps to be extra positively emotional about that celebratory thing. And also consider when you go through a hard time, do something that's similar with the challenging thing. The positive thing would be just hang out with a certain friend or a group of friends, you know, that can be also a support part for you as well. Do that during the challenging times and let me know if that helps you. Either one, the best times or hard and the challenging times. I wish you all the best and I look forward to seeing you in the next session.